Rebecca Verde's highly anticipated first interview since losing her Agatha Christie case certainly didn't disappoint, with the WAG maintaining her innocence and speaking of the impact it's had on her marriage. The 40-year-old took Coleen Rooney to court after she boldly claimed she'd been leaking stories about her to the press. During her interview with Talk TV's Kate McCann, Vardy appeared emotional and broke down in tears. Body language expert Judy James believes she may have taken inspiration for her approach to the chat from Meghan Markle. She tells the Mirror how dramatic moments during the tell-all were pure Vardy, but she also suggests Rebecca may have been using Meghan as a role model for her behaviour. Get the news you want straight to your inbox. Sign up for a Mirror newsletter here. The expert claims to have noticed several subtle nods between the Vardy interview and the Duchess of Sussex's own explosive interview with Oprah Winfrey from March last year. Meghan and Prince Harry spoke candidly with Oprah Winfrey in 2021 after stepping down as senior working royals and moving to America. But the interview was deemed very controversial as it went against the royal family's unwritten mantra of never complain, never explain. Vardy is said to have adopted several of Meghan's movements and looks during her own tell-all, including her stoic, lip-clamped smile and small head shakes. James said, "Was Rebecca Vardy channeling Meghan Markle during her tell-all interview last night? Although some of the more dramatic moments looked pure Vardy, there were enough nods to Meghan's body language during the Oprah interview to suggest Rebecca might have been using her as a conscious or subconscious nonverbal role model as she told us her version of events." Rebecca adopted a very similar pose to Meghan and, like Meghan, pretty much stuck to it throughout the interview. Her legs were crossed and her hands clasped to the side of her lap in an elegantly poised look that could have been regal. Unlike Meghan though, Rebecca's hands began to show signs of nonverbal leakage even in the clasp, fiddling and rubbing to suggest suppressed tension or a desire to break out of the pose and let her real feelings show. She continued to share how Rebecca also used a stoic, lip-clamped smile like Meghan to suggest she was being brave and looked away from the interviewer when recalling events, before looking back at her. When Meghan did look at Oprah, it was with a desperately sad eye expression aimed at a sympathetic friend, whereas Rebecca's eye expression was less revealing as she was often on the defensive during some tricky questioning, James explains. Vardy's other subtle nods to Meghan included the soft and slow tone and pace in which she delivered her answers, along with some sighs. James added, Rebecca seemed to share Meghan's trait of small head shakes and shoulder shrugs to suggest disbelief over their experiences. The biggest difference between the two interviews, however, came at the end when she went off-brand with her tears. Meghan often looked close to tears, but Rebecca was dramatic, throwing her head forward, saying she was crying, before dabbing away at her eyes several times as she finished the interview. What did you think of the Rebecca Vardy interview? Let us know in the comments below.